Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my face. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a minor. Something about you is different. Some kind of energy's messing with all the chemicals in my brain. Feel the temperature rising. That look in your eyes paralyzing. Forever you'll never leave in my veins. Heart is racing here now. Never wanna wait out. I want you right up to the end. Oh, you know what I'm feeling, even if it doesn't make sense. You don't have to guess. No, you're a minor.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. I know it's kind of late, so ain't gonna be that many people. Shouldn't be that many people on, but it's late. Shout out to Linda. It's late. It's a Thursday, so I was just moving out and about, so figured I'd do a live stream for a little bit. But let me know if y'all can hear me. I can still leave the speaker going, but let me know if it's good cuts, if it's nice and clear. And you can hear me loud and clear. That'd be pretty cool. All right, good. Cool. Shout out to the 9 people tuned in. I always wonder who be on here. That's how you know these platforms are controlled. You know, because you can't see. Certain platforms are controlled because you can't see who's watching. Well, you can see if you have some good software, but yeah. Oh shit. Please don't spam up the chat. Simple Jack, Space Troll, Space Monkey. Please. But yeah, just wanted to do a stream real quick. You know, even when you unplug from the Matrix, oh my God, has it been an interesting week or 2 weeks or whatever? It's been very interesting in our crazy reality. Simply unbelievable. It's been crazy. I mean, I don't know if y'all pay attention. Some people don't pay attention to what's going on in their own neighborhood, in their own areas. But in my area, man, it's a lot of shit going on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, the news, the local news is. I mean, I'm questioning a lot of this stuff, but there was like 7 postal workers been robbed in the Rochester area in like a week. You know, pretty odd. 'Cause I know some postal workers, and only I talked to 2 of them, and they only know one of the postal workers. Some of them just started, so I'm like, this is kind of weird, man. You know, but hey, and y'all know the weird that I'm talking about. So, but anyways, the main shit show is we already know what's going on, but besides that, all of this charlie, that's going around. I mean, can you believe this stuff, man? Can y'all believe what you guys are seeing? I had I've been drawn back into the world just to catch up on what's going on, and I saw a video that Brian did with the freaking Candace Owens and the other lady talking about witches put a hex on Charlie Kirk a day before the homicide. I mean, a day before the shooting, witches put a curse. Now, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, they're just, I mean, these people done got blatant, man. And then all the stuff about the rapture been going. I mean, it's been so much. And then the memorial. I mean, this stuff is just, I don't even know where to begin, man. It's everything we've been talking about and everything that Wise has been beyond the depths level of deepness all in your face right now. I mean, they are literally, Wise has told y'all about this for a long time. And now they're doing, if y'all got eyes to see, they're doing it right in your face, right in front of you, like telling you. And then they're like, and the crazy thing about it is they're they're using Christianity and mixing that all up. I mean, it's crazy, and it's almost to the point where, you know what, the Charlie, the CK, we'll just call it CK. I forgot, I gotta call it Calvin Klein. The Calvin Klein, I think they're doing it on purpose, guys. I think they're doing it all on purpose, because there's no way. I mean, nobody. I can't say that, but people who question things, nobody's buying it. The flock, I mean, the certain demographic of a flock is shit. Because you got the flock that are like the Trumps. They're going to believe anything. They're the new liberals, guys. They're the new liberals. They are literally. I've talked about this for so long. I mean, I saw this the other day. I'm gonna be putting some screen things up here. I got some stuff to share, but this was the other day. Look at this, and it's gonna be on. Unfortunately, that's what. If y'all could see that, I hope y'all can see that. But that is somebody who's, and hey, you know, I question everything. All right, that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm just questioning everything. I don't got any feelings or emotions into the situation because common sense is it's wrong. I mean, the situation on his face is wrong. Okay, somebody shot. I don't care, damn, who it is. It's wrong. I mean, unless it's a criminal type, that's whatever. But I'm just talking about like common sense. You don't even have to comment. Of course, it's wrong. All right, but we're not talking about wrong. We're talking about what they're doing and how they're manipulating people. And I get it. This person is probably heavily emotionally involved in it, but these actions are liberal. I've been seeing conservatives turning liberal overnight, bringing that liberal energy out, protesting at every little thing, demanding all the same things that the Democrats demanded, censorship. I mean, literally, they did it in a different way. And then they busted out the Tylenol. Like, what? And I cannot believe. I mean, literally, I'm having conversations with people about medications and all this other stuff. And then the Tylenol thing comes out, and those same people are like, yeah, yup, yeah, RFK, I knew they're doing something. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Tylenol? Yup, that's the cause. I'm glad they're doing this, and they're finding out the cause. You know, that's been questioned and brought up a lot. What? Where are y'all getting this? Wait a minute. Oh, so y'all, all the other autism stuff is just out the window. Man, I could not believe what I've seen. I mean, I could believe it, but I cannot believe it because this is the stuff that I've literally came out here and told y'all that they were going to turn the conservatives, Republicans, and Trump supporters into straight liberals and have them in line with everything like the liberals do. You know, I mean, I could not even believe it when they came out with the Tylenol thing. I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then there's so many different factions that we don't even know about unless we go out. See, once you unplug from the whole truther crap, you get, you're kind of free. You're kind of like a freelancer, You're like a free agent. You're like a free agent. So you could go around anywhere. Like I'm in liberal groups, Democrat groups, Republican groups, conservative groups, Trump supporter groups, all white groups. Told y'all last live stream. All, obviously I'm in, all kind of stuff, like all, you name it. I'm in it, you know, because I like to study and analyze what people are thinking and doing, which is exactly what they do. And actually, I'll tell you, when you do that, you see everything more clear as day. You know, what's good, NA? It's all good. I know a lot of people do. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. You know, so I mean, what I have seen and heard, and like, the you know, the stuff that back and forth with some people. I mean, it's honestly jaw dropping. I'm like, wait a minute. So they're happy and clapping their woolly hooves about this whole Tylenol thing, and I'm like, y'all do realize Tylenol is acetaminophen, right? Y'all do realize that it's acetaminophen. I don't know if they know this, but acetaminophen is in pretty much everything that most of the flock that they take. It's in so many different things, you know. And I don't think that's ringing a bell. I'm like, I do know that it's not Tylenol, it's acetaminophen. Why are they, targeting Tylenol? Tylenol, why? Look the other way. This shit doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell me something as simple as that, after all these years, it never dawned on them, or that no one ever, come on, man, no. Don't work like that, man. It's good, Mexican righteous. It don't work like that. People don't understand that it's, acetaminophen is in so many different things. And I already knew it was bad. Like, I've took Tylenol before in the past, you know. And when I was young, honestly, I took that shit a lot, for pain. I used to get headaches a lot, playing basketball. Then I switched to Motrin. But then, as I changed my whole lifestyle, I got away from all that. I'll just take, if I have something that's give me a headache and I can't deal with it, I take aspirin. You know, I stay away from this stuff. You know, so. But anyways, the picture I got on the screen is, I'll be jumping around. But the picture I got on the screen is that's the shit that liberals do, man. I've been seeing "We Are Charlie" on so many different cars. I've been seeing, so much different things, you know. And after the funeral, I mean the memorial, I mean, man, these people performed the biggest ritual, and now we're seeing it. Like those people, they're under the spell now. Like, look, shit, guys, this is some Harry Potter shit that's going on. When I tell you, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Guys, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is just the beginning of this shit, man. I hope y'all understand. You definitely understand the shit that Wise been telling us for many fucking years. Okay? Remember the demon face? Okay? Remember the demon face that we talked about, the demon face? All right. That shit is real. That shit is going on. All right. Demons gonna recognize demons, but they're gonna also recognize the light and the angels. They gonna stay away from us for now, but you best believe that there's gonna be one day where that shit is activated and them demons come after us. I'm just telling y'all where we headed. All right. Right now they're gonna stay away from us because they're still seeking to destroy. They're still seeking to take over. They're still embodying. Okay. They did this massive ritual. Okay. I told y'all, with the Libra energy, because they use this exact same deity. When they come out on TV and tell your ass 33, y'all be thinking this Freemason shit, man. No, man, they are not. If y'all studied Freemason, right, understand Solomon, understand the lesser keys of Solomon, right, and these entities, right, and understand what they've been doing, okay, by calling and conjuring these demons through, guys. It don't matter if that guy was sacrificed or not, okay? It don't matter. They know how to usher in that energy. And the thing about it is you cannot you cannot usher in demonic energy through dead people. They have to be alive. It's good, Glenn. They gotta be alive, okay? So when you know these things, okay, we don't even gotta go down and I told you, we the OGs. A lot of us are OGs. There's a lot of new people, but we've been around for a long time, you know, a very, very long time. We've been around. I mean, I could account for me 2010. 09, 2010 for myself. That's 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 a long time, over 15 years. Okay? 15 years We got experience in this shit. We don't gotta sit there and pick this, and that's what they want us to do. Those are the clues and things that they put out. Okay, but now when they coming out and they straight telling you, like they never came out and said, "Fella, how?" Like we'll see, like what they're telling you. This is spiritual warfare. And then Candace Owen and that other chick, the white lady. Go check out the video High Impact Flicks did. Then I seen it and I'm like, oh, I gotta let me go look at I watched the video. I'm like, yo, they are literally talking about witchcraft now. This is the shit that these people are into. They ain't even they're not hiding it no more. They're not talking about, oh, some witches. No, they're telling you the shit they do. Candace, these people are sorcerers. They're doing it in your face, man. Doing it in your face. The last lecture I told y'all that they are ushering in the demonic energy, and it's for the right. Okay? They already done did the left. Them people are all anything they do, they got them people. You see it? Now they're doing it to these people, man. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is it's actually so wild. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable how you can see it. If you're, that's exactly why I was embedded myself in so many platforms and engaged with so many platforms of people, so I can see this in real time and be able to come out here and tell you guys, because I've been told you that this shit was gonna happen, because when they were doing this shit to the liberals, right? I was telling you guys about this energy. I was telling you about how they hijacked these people that were awake. Because let's face it, the liberals and the whatever you want to call them, the hippies, the liberals, they was awake first. All right, they was awake, and a lot of things fall in the liberals. See, people think liberals. Don't think of the TV type liberals. Okay, no, that's not it. The liberals were the ones who actually knew what the hell were going on, know what time it was questioning everything. No, they had to hijack those people. In 2020, they did just that. Because the way I eat, all the places I eat are in these communities. And they were always the most beautiful, the best communities, the welcoming, the loving. And everybody it was just good ass energy. You go in there, man, it's just beautiful. But after 2020, George Floyd, man, that shit became dark, negative, just off. And they fucked that whole shit up, man. I experienced that shit real time. I mean, it was so beautiful going to these communities. Like everybody was so like, it was so like, everybody was just together on the same shit. Like just knew we got to change a lot of shit. Everybody wasn't no people arguing over no stupid shit. They would do like little abortion right here and there, but it wasn't like every nook and cranny. Like they changed them into it. I mean, literally 2020 erased it completely. All right. And I watched it real time to where this whole thing switched. They go into those communities and they was like dark. And it was like they know you don't fit. They know because they put them under a fucking spell. So if I ain't under the spell, they're gonna obviously know that I ain't one of them. And I was all over the fucking country to witness this shit. Going and document all these protests. Getting experience hands down, front line, seeing it. And this shit it's unbelievable, man. And now we got the right. They're doing this to them too. I told some I'm cool with a lot of these conservative people. And they agree with me wholeheartedly. Boom, boom, boom. But they keep chipping away. And those people that agree with me, suddenly they don't see eye to eye with me on that no more. Because they push that button. You know? And then it was, the Calvin Klein thing. You're like, yeah, well, what do you feel about it? Like I get what you're saying, but how do you feel about it? Like, why the fuck is you? How are you gonna sit up here? And this was what everybody was saying. So I'm like, I already know they're saying feel. How? Okay, so I already know they got them. They snatched their soul. Okay, They got in their emotions, and now they're in control of those beings. Those beings have embodied that darkness because they don't got the light. All right, they ain't have it. They was on that path, but they know they gotta bring this energy in because they do know people are still waking up. I thought the window was closed, but they sure closing that shit. Okay. And why do I feel like it's closed? It's because you know what? It is closed because people are out here looking for it and they know it. So they got so many pockets of a fake ass awakening that they're gonna get you one way or another. All right. But there's still that small fraction, okay, that people can get drawn into where, you know what? No, that ain't those people can see, you know? So again, like they asked me, how do you feel about it? I get what you're saying. You know, I drop so many jewels about this, that, this, show them this, that, this, talk about how it's a ritual, this, how they use George Floyd, how about the birthdays, of Libra energy, a balance, how it means justice, how even the deity that they ushered in, okay, that starts with the letter G, okay? The reason why they're showing you a bubblegum rings on the wife's hand, okay? What would a lady like that? She ain't wearing no rings like that, man. They're just showing you, man. You think Lord of the Rings? What was Lord of the Rings about? Think about these things, man. They're literally showing you, man, these demons. And then when Wise, the one in the video, he did a real quick one. Boom, when he pointed out, okay, the G's, you know, people gonna think that's Freemasonry. Oh, you know, that means, but when he pointed out the serpent, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hold on. And where does it go? We already know what time it is, man. They usher in the demon, man. It's the 33rd demon. Y'all better go look that shit up. And Dick, I want you guys to go on YouTube when this video is done, okay? When this video is done, go on YouTube and look up the 33rd demon, GAAP, and look at how many people worship that deity. It'll blow your fucking mind. It will blow your mind. And then look around outside and tell me if it's, angels and demons and Christians and devils and, no, man. No, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. That G signifies that demon. It's GAAP or GAAP. It's the same deity. Go into the YouTube search and look up that and look at how many people worship that deity. And then look at the energy of those people because you'll see it right off the bat. And you tell me what the fuck is going on. Okay? And I see these people, okay? Because I'm dealing with court and shit. I'm all over the place with the court. And I'm in these buildings like the county building, Plus I help people out with their court shit. So I've been and no, all these new hires and shit, and I'm seeing like high up officials like, yo, man, like they all got this fucking energy, man. You know? Definitely, Glenn, you already know. These are the obvious. I'm showing y'all the ones that are real deep, the ones that you might go outside. Your neighbor is one of these motherfuckers. Y'all, I told y'all, man, this shit is as real as it can get. When they come out and tell you, they come out and tell you this whole thing, and the 113, 11, 9/11, okay? All this stuff, and they overshadowed 9/11 to usher that 9/11 energy into this. All right? I mean, think about it. Why was it 9/11? Why did they have all this propaganda on 9/11? Remember, it was what? It was about the Twin Towers. That's equal balance, 11. Okay? That's why they picked two Libras, man. Calvin Klein and George Floyd. Same exact birthday. That's Libra. All right, and I'm not talking about the astrology Libra. I'm talking about the 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 demonic Libra type shit. And if you look up this demon, the demon in its definition of what this deity is liberal. I mean, hey, I'm just giving it to you. Y'all can go look that shit up. But look, right after that, you see all these conservatives, Trump supporters. I mean, it's baffling to me. And you see all these Christians, fake ass Christians and shit, fake as fuck, fake ass Christians. I've been cussing them the fuck out with this shit. I'm like, wait a minute, man. You're not supposed to be worshiping anybody. Like, what? What are y'all doing? You're not supposed to be mixed politics with religion. You're supposed to respect the law. It all. It's all the law is supposed to just be respected, man. You not intertwine yourself with it. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? We are how you Christian, you worshiping idols. We are Calvin Klein. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. These are the same people that was talking shit about the whole, George Floyd shit, doing all they doing, all this other shit. The BLM Marshall, these guys are terrorists. Oh, they ain't draw y'all motherfuckers out yet, man. That's coming. They're gonna draw these people out just like they did them, and y'all gonna be doing the same fucking terroristic shit. Y'all gonna be doing the same shit. I already seen people say, if anyone says anything about Calvin Klein, I'm gonna fucking punch them in the face. We're gonna have at it. They're saying they want to kill. People ain't saying this shit. They propagating this shit to you, man. They propagated that shit first, and then people started saying it. That's how mind control works. You're already under the spell. So what they did is they pumped that shit out through the left. Oh yeah, there'll be a tweak on praising the death of it, and then they automatically all do it. Monkey see, monkey do, right? To piss off the other side. I mean, this shit is crazy, man. Crazy. And it's actually deeper than I'm even talking about it. It's that deep. If y'all been paying attention, man, Candace Owen and that one lady from Fox News or whatever it is sat down and we're talking about witches put a spell on them before the thing, and then talking about how they gotta go after these witches. Like what? Then you got people like Christians talking about, yeah, we gotta go after Rick. Man, this is old biblical ass shit, man. Where they were taking witches and hanging them and shit and doing all kind of shit and man, these people are playing a wicked ass game, man. They are playing a wicked ass. That was my brother Wise was here to jump on this shit. You know, I mean, this is wild, man. And then they come out with Tylenol, boom, and all of a sudden they switch all these people's brains off. All right, but then it's good to see the people that are really know what's up. That ain't like, come on, you're not gonna get us with this one. And that's another thing is there's a lot of people that see through everything they're doing right now, which is very good to see, you know, very good to see. But they come right out with the talent on these same people that are like, we are Calvin Klein are like, oh, time out, look, yeah, it's happening. And then these people talking about the fucking rapture. Y'all dumb motherfuckers. I'm sorry if there's Christians here. This is one of those days where I'm just gonna beat up on y'all a little bit. Even though the Bible truly is one of the most powerful books on earth, if not the most powerful book on earth as a neutral book of knowledge, even though a lot of shit's missing and this, that, and third, but there's deep hidden messages in there, and it's actually a very deep book. Okay, don't get me wrong, but this Christian shit, y'all know, I don't really fuck with that. But anyways, these Christians talking about the rapture shit. Rapture is not mentioned in the fucking Bible one goddamn time. That's how I've been rebuking those demons the past couple days. I said, look, motherfuckers, show me where you said rapture, right? Yeah, the rapture is coming. The word rapture ain't in the fucking Bible. And like they'll block me or they won't answer. And that's it. And end the fucking conversation. It's not in there one time. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the Quran, the Bible, they're the same shit. They're the same damn thing. When I say the Bible, I'm talking about the Old Testament. I'm talking about, the Torah. I'm talking about the Quran. Those things are all intertwined with each other. You know, which I do believe the Quran is more powerful than the Bible, because if you look at a Muslim, I trust a Muslim with my life over a Christian. That's an el facto. So yeah, I can keep going on with that. What's good, M. Davis? I'm glancing at the comments. And again, see, a guy named John Nelson Darby came up with the concept of rapture. Yeah, people, that Christians don't know. They think that's a real thing. Like, the word ain't even in the fucking Bible, man. Get your ass out of here with that shit. No, crazy, man. And then the other thing is the whole ice thing. That's still going on. They had the ice show. I mean, come on. We already know. They putting the numbers all on that shit. I mean, come on. They really bring in a lot of energy, guys. Plus, and again, they did it on a new moon. Boom, new moon energy. They ushered in a lot of fucking energy, guys. A lot of energy, and you're gonna see that shit manifest itself. All right, you're gonna see it, and they gonna run an op in the winter, guys. Just be prepared. They gonna run some kind of fucking op in the winter that has to do with health. They gonna do it. They got the right guy in there. You see this timeout thing? They're doing all this stuff, okay, to see what they can get away with. Now they bust out there. I told all the people that was cool with me, all the people that I've been rocking out with since 2020, you know, support them, helped a lot of them with their fucking religious exemptions, school shit, jobs. Like, tell these people to fuck off and leave you alone, man. You know, here, send them this shit and get the fuck out of there. Lo and behold, a lot of them got their job back. Even and some people got all the money that was owed to them back from that shit. I said, look, quit, go do something else. But here, not file this, serve them this paperwork, okay? And boom, lo and behold, come back, shit. That shit's staying. So these people, they slowly fall off over the past. I lost a lot of them for the shit that I said. I always told them when I met them. When I was with them, they feel my energy. They know what I'm about, and they understand. But they got brainwashed. They ain't ready to. They wasn't ready to go that deep, man. And half of them motherfuckers, I told them all the shit that's right now happening is what's gonna happen. I told them that their daddy, okay, was gonna be the same shit. There is no difference, and they still holding on. Hey, look, that's just what they got to do. A lot of them still holding on. A lot of them like, I'm just still giving them a chance. Yeah, you still get up to like, come on, man. How much more chance do you need to know that these motherfuckers ain't for you? Like, come on, man. It's obvious now. Blatantly obvious. I mean, did you see it? Some of that memorial? It was disgusting, man. It was a disgrace. I mean, this is the thing we got to think about. I ain't watching. I just watch other people's shit, like talking about it. I'm like, what? They really did this? And then I'll go try to find the segment. I'm like, wow, they really did that. I'm like, wait, because you got to question everything. So I'm like, they was really doing this shit. I understand. I'm like, wait a minute. So his wife was in the beauty pageants and shit. I'm like, wait a minute, this is even worse than I thought. I'm like, damn. I mean, this is way worse than I thought. It was just disgusting. They were laughing. He had Tucker Carlson. This is just weird as them. Weird. These are fucking devils, man. These are straight top-notch demons, man. I mean, I couldn't believe this shit, man. You know? I mean, it's crazy, man. What they did is they actually demonically possessed a lot of these Christians. So these motherfuckers that was watching that shit, and that was there, guess what, guys? They're all around us now. I'm telling you, it's more them motherfuckers than it is them damn liberals. Them liberals stay segregated into their own little areas. All right, you see them, you know where they at. They got a mask on and shit, all kind of shit going on. They all you see them a mile away. My kids love when I spot them. I'll spot the car and I'll describe the person in the car and get up to the car, and that's exactly what they look like. I'll be riding. I'm like, oh, all right. They're like, oh, guess what? Guess what? Want me to guess what they look like? Okay, bet you she got black hair, long hair, glasses, tattoos, piercings. Boom, pull up, bam. I've even did it in real time in their face to somebody before. I said, oh, I bet you like this, that, this. I bet you're vegan. Yeah, how'd you know? I said, I don't know. I got good. I can read people. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I can read people too. No, you can't, because you know that I don't rock like that. I may be what you call vegan, but I ain't one of y'all. I'm not a vegan. I ain't that. That's not me. So don't put me in that label in that category. I don't do vegan shit like y'all be doing. You know, I be trying to explain that to people, but they don't understand the shit. They like, oh, what do you mean? No, I'm not that. I'm not what y'all doing. You know. So yeah, man. I mean, so these people are all around us, and that big ass ritual, man, they demonically possessed. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all couldn't tell. Y'all can't tell me shit. That shit is in there, embedded in them, and that shit's gonna manifest. Okay, this shit is real, and I'm talking real deal stuff. Y'all think it's nothing, but y'all see them liberals, all right? And they was already poking at the other side, all right? They was already poking at the right. So now they just did this. Oh man, it's on. See, the left, they weren't offing people. The right, they're offing people, making it look like it's some kind of left or some big grand conspiracy, like some big deep government. I mean, they're going all kind of angles. Okay. But one thing, set it sure, one side hates the other side more after that shit. And that's a very dangerous thing, because when you're in the middle, they're going to put you. I'm like, yo, listen, y'all can't keep playing fucking ping pong with me. I keep telling, like, look, y'all playing ping pong. I ain't one of them and I ain't one of them. I've been told y'all that. I did the same shit to the left side, that I'm doing to y'all motherfuckers right now. Do I need to refresh y'all memory? Not you guys, but this is what I be telling them. So don't put me in them boxes. I ain't none of them people, man. I see through the bullshit. You're not gonna get me with the dumb shit. You're not gonna come out and tell me Tylenol. You know, all that. Well, yeah. Okay. Y'all believe that shit, and they got these people believing it. You know, like what? But I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me. It took me 2 minutes to figure out why they're doing that Tylenol thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and bust it up right here. Took me 2 fucking seconds. All right. Make sure I get the right thumbnail up here. What is this? Took me 2 seconds. I can't even go in order because they just uploaded all a different way. But it took me 2 seconds. See if y'all can see that. Damn, I can't even see that. Okay, there, now it's big. Whoa. Well, I can't see it because I gotta zoom in on it. I want to try to get the, whoops. Trying to maximize the screen so I can see it. So I can't even see it. Okay, now y'all see that? That is Vertex Pharmaceuticals, okay? Let y'all in. Y'all can see that? Let me know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna tell you, we don't even need to talk about it. As soon as I saw Tyler, I said, okay, they tell Tyler, that means they mean exactly something else, okay? So y'all can see this, right? Took me 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds, to show y'all what's going on, show y'all who was hanging out with who, all right? And magically, you got a guy come on, spit out, oh, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler, you got something big. Tylenol, come on, Tylenol, Tylenol. Like, man, if you don't get your dumb ass out there, that's what I told y'all. It's like I told them conservative trust. I said, look, man, when they bring out the next magical cure, y'all motherfuckers lined up in droves. And you guys are gonna come for motherfuckers like me and everybody else who don't partake in it because y'all gonna be mad because we're stopping y'all motherfucking freedoms. See? And you already know you're gonna have the left doing it because they already on board. You should see. I remember the beginning of 2020 when them motherfuckers were protesting right on the Capitol building. This motherfuckers had a big ass super projector about fucking injections, vacations, on how they was not with none of that shit at all, zip zero. Because remember, it was on a lockdown. All of those people, that's why they had to bring out the George Floyd, man, because everybody was coming together. Everybody was coming together. It didn't matter who you was. For a brief moment in time, it was like 3 weeks. Everything was open. The whole internet was open. Out, man, we was getting hella views. I remember this. We was getting hella views and everything, man. You know, film your house, all this shit. And I remember first gathering, it was the first gathering started happening in Texas. All right. They seen that shit. It was everybody. They're like, oh shit, this is a big fucking problem. We got to do something. All right, pull the race car. Boom. George Floyd hit, busted all that shit all up. Busted it all up. A lot of y'all don't remember this shit. I remember it clear as day. Because I'm like, yo, this is beautiful. Everybody coming together. You got every race, didn't matter what you believed in. Everybody knew, like, yo, something's up with this shit. It don't seem right. Hashtag film your hospital was huge. And they were like, oh, this don't seem right. This don't seem right. And then, boom, they hit the George Floyd, fucked up everything. All right. Messed up everything. So, I told them people, all right, once they bring out the next thing, all right, because it's probably not going to be a vacation. It's not going to be a needle. It's going to be some other shit, like maybe you could take with your mouth that y'all motherfuckers going to line up and take, okay, to keep you safe from whatever the fuck they pushing, which might be some really fucked up shit that might even make truthers start to question, like, man, should I take that shit? This shit out here fucking people up, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna pull that too. We got some dangerous times ahead, guys. All right. Remember, all these motherfuckers want what? They want to use our energy, right? For whatever the fuck, like a fucking Duracell battery or whatever the fuck, don't even matter at this point. We know them motherfuckers want us. And they slowly chipping away. All right. Slowly chipping away. It don't matter to me. Like I said, the best way is out of here while you can. And it's almost getting to that point where you got to say, like, yo, man, if I stick around too long, like, shit, it might have this whole, your motherfucking soul may not go back to where it's supposed to go. Telling you guys, I mean, that shit might be, 30 years down the road, but I'm just saying, once they get to that part where they like, yo, we could get your soul, we could upload your consciousness. Bitch, we could upload your soul into a motherfucking mainframe, bitch, and y'all could last forever in that motherfucker. Like, hold on. Wait a minute. Then it's time to think like, nah, I want to go back to the source, you know? But I'm just telling you, man, if they're talking about uploading consciousness and all this other shit, brain, computer interface, guys, they understand energy, all right? When you leave your body, your spirit, your soul, that energy, okay, goes somewhere. And if they know how to trap that shit in the ether, oh shit. That might be your hell, okay? Your hell realm. All right. I'm just saying, man. And I was talking to my sons about this, but this is kind of after I go through all this, I'm gonna come back to that thought of creation. You know, shit starts all this futurist technology, all this other shit. You know, I ponder like, damn, we are we old technology? You know, because you look at how I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to stay on this. Stay on this Tylenol. I'll come back to that. I got some time. All right, so you see this company? Boom, watch this shit. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Nip the Tylenol thing in the bud. And I still had a fucking conservative say, well, like 15 years ago and like years ago, they did talk about how acetaminophen, Tylenol could cause, problems. Bitch, we all know that shit. Everything could cause fucking problems. Says it right on the goddamn shit. I just showed you why that motherfucker came out of his mouth and said Tylenol while 3 weeks ago he was in the fucking Oval, the fucking White House with the goddamn mad scientist him fucking self. What do you think they fucking doing? Having dinner and hors d'oeuvres, you dumb fuck? This is what I told him. I'm like, how the fuck I just showed you and told you all this, and your mind's still about to dismiss it for your God? Bitch, you're under a fucking spell, man. You better snap out of that shit. That's why I be telling. I'm like, come on, like, how I just showed you all this, and you still gonna quit? Oh, I'm showing you why they just did what they fucking did, and you're running around here talking about, yay, fucking JFK, I mean RFK, whatever the fuck FK his name is, got fuck right in it, FK. You're being fucked, okay? Along with Mr. Calvin Klein with lie right in the goddamn name. All right? I mean, come the fuck on, man. This shit is mind blowing. Sorry, guys. I've been going at motherfuckers for days on end, man. You know? But so let me show you the next one. These are in no particular order. I wish they were. I tried to upload them in order. Now I can't even see them in the small little blur. But all right, we're gonna go to the next one. See if you can see this one. Okay. What does that one say? Same shit. All right. Vertex. Just remember this company. All right. Remember this company. What's this one? All right. What does that say right there? Let me see. What does it say right here? That's so small. But what does that say right there? Can y'all read that? Y'all can read that. Read it and put it in the damn chat, somebody. Shout out to everybody who's here. But read what that say. And it's gonna make it all make sense. It says that is it this company Valtrex makes a product called Duranex, right? Which was FDA approved, or no, it was approved in June, and then FDA approved, I think like in April. They just started pushing this stuff, okay? The stocks been shaky, but all the futures of the stocks, and I was thinking, like, shit, I don't buy stocks, but shit, I might, look, I need to buy this stock, because it's gonna go up hella high, all right? So if y'all can see that, all right, this company makes this medication right here, all right, boom. Is that it? God, I wish I could see it. It's too small. It's too freaking small. That's the same company on hold. Let me get them right here. Boom. See the name of that? What does that say? What does that say right there? That is the medication. All right. From that company. Oh no. See, I'm jumping ahead because I can't see it because it's so small on the stupid ass phone. But Jason Tatum, this was September. This was like the other day. Basketball world champion Jason Tatum to raise awareness of Duranax, non-opioid medicine approved for the treatment of moderate to severe acute pain. All right. Okay. So I hope y'all follow along. And I'm sorry, I'm like out of order with the shit because I can't see it. So I wanted to show you that part later. But the name of the medicine is Duranax, and it's the alternative to acetaminophen, which you're going to see all these boys push it. Okay. I'm way ahead of what they about to do. All right. So, and then you got right here, still, I highlighted the date. That was literally the other day. All right. Then I can't read that shit, but I know it's important. Add to the story. Damn, man. I can't even zoom in on it. I might click out the damn. Okay, right here. All right. Become a multi-billion-dollar Oh no, this was the product, right? This is the other name of that drug, right? It's Juranax Siragusic, whatever the hell it says, is expected to become a multi-billion-dollar product if approved. This was before it was approved. I wish I did this on a computer. And that was before it was to be approved. I'm just gonna click all the little thumbnails. Damn, I didn't realize it was so hard. I used to be able to read it before, but now I can't. I'm gonna go in order. All right, that was the stock. All right, which was already going up the other day. All right, because I'm gonna show you what else is. I'm gonna show you the other part of this. All right, Vertex Pharma goes buying the CF Fortress um, for the Juranex optionality. That's the stock, right? I'm just showing you. This is all the same name. I already showed you that it's an alternative to acetaminophen. All right, and this one says just Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta do something. Uh, all right, next one. Got that one. All right, nope, not that one. Just gonna go right down. That's the basketball. Wait, is that it? Cause that ain't it. All right, yeah, already it. That's Jason Tatum. But I gotta show you who else is involved in this shit. You should already know. God damn, this is crazy. All right, that's the other stuff. That's that. Look at that. What does that say? Bill Gates held shares in pharmaceuticals for a period with his foundation. All right. So they want. So this is what AI said. It said he held shares for Vertex Pharmaceuticals for a period, with his foundation also providing significant financial support for the development of gene editing treatments. Right. And it said particularly for sickle cell disease, collaborating with other medical research, therapeutics. All right, and focus on various therapeutics and everything else. All right. So Bill Gates, there's another article. I ain't done. So now, so I was trying to tell people, oh man, I can't zoom out. Shit. So you got that one, right? I think I already showed that one. This was before it was this right here. Vertex painkiller results match placebo in study, shares tumble, right? This was beforehand in 2024, right? And then the next one goes, this is when they were talking about how this company, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, reported earnings per share last quarter it says it says estimates in marketing and year over revenue increased to 2.94 billion. But anyways, this was someone talking about how this company is going to explode. You know, this was the other day. All right. And then you had, what you see the date up there, September 24th, biotech stocks to follow, right? Boom. Vertex Pharmaceuticals developed therapies for cystic fibrosis, including the marketing drugs, uh, whatever the hell. I can't pronounce none of these words, guy. and it says targeting various patient ages and mutations. All right. These are the newer drugs that's coming out. Like, this company's gonna take off, man. All right. Uh-uh. Wait. Nope. Damn it. Sorry, guys. My phone is. When I zoom in, I lose everything. Damn, I can't even get back out of here. I got a black screen. Sorry, y'all. This is just not going right. And now I'm stuck on this screen. Can't get out. Okay, there we go. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, that's the medication. Same medicine. All right. The alternative, the acetaminophen, right? This is what it is right here. All right. You're going to see a lot more of this. Right? It's called Jornax or something like that. But it's supposed to be this, you know, super pain medication. It's non-addicted, opioid, uh, and yeah, so in a nutshell, you saw Donald Trump come out and literally promote this future medicine. All right, that's what he did. Bill Gates is all over this. I got other photos of clips of it. You can look up this. Just look up that company along with Bill Gates. All right, and you will see. Damn, man, what the fuck. And you will see. Um, Bill Gates is heavily involved in that company. He holds stock in. Um, he holds stock in the company. Also, there's a subsidiary company that he's heavily invested in. So, pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff, guys. But anyways, come on, man. Please. Can't see any comments, but just fucking ridiculous, man. Come on, man. Shit. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Whoops. Damn, what the hell did I just do? All right. Oh, guys, I think I did something. Oops, I think I pushed the wrong button. Oh, shit. I made a mistake and banned, what you call it? I ain't mean to ban them. I meant to put it on hold, but I banned them. Damn. Sorry, guys. That was a lot of work trying to. I can't see what the hell I'm putting up because it's so small. That was my bad. They happen to have them in the morning star. Venus Lucifer. Mm, yeah, I missed that comment. So yeah, that's the thing with the Tylenol guys. They're just trying to upsell a new alternative that you're gonna see coming out.
I'm offline, so I can't do that.
What the
In the
hell?
meantime, you can get directions, make calls, and play radio.
Ain't nobody talking to you. What the hell are you talking about? So yeah, you'll see it come out. You know, problem, reaction, solution. Pretty crazy, man. Yeah, it's been a wild, man. Been a wild, man. And then the ice facility crap. You know, they kind of make it look like there's some kind of there's some outlets that are pitching it as some kind of we war, like a war, and that's pretty that's dangerous, man. It's kind of like back in the days where the Cuba conflict, where there was like, this is what it kind of reminds me like, not when I was alive back there, but what I've read on that. It's kind of like, you know, because technically, look, if you were in that word, you could say, oh, look, they were targeting ICE, and whatever immigrants, and oh, they targeted Charlie Kirk. It's the deep state or what? I don't know, something along those natures, like it's some government civil war type covert op going on, which they can orchestrate very well and get a lot of people caught up in it, man. You know, we living in some extremely uh dan- extremely dangerous times, you know. So let me wind it on down. But yeah, if you get a chance, I'm telling you that guys, that 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 33rd demon, it's real. It's the real deal, guys. Go look that up, man. It'll blow your mind, because once you see what the people who worship that deity are talking about, man, shit, it's all gonna make sense. You're gonna be like, damn, man. You're gonna be like, damn, that motherfucking yeah, right. He know about this shit. Like, damn, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And that's just the surface. You just scratching the surface. What the fuck? That's just scratching the surface. So, we in some crazy times, man. Crazy time. It is. It's too many, and they deliberately doing that. Mexican righteous. They deliberately doing that. What's good, Nick Graham? Case. It's exactly what it is. And engineered civil unrest. It's good life. Send you. What's good, Razin? Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. You can't even keep up, man. I unplug from shit. But it's so much shit going on now that I got, you know, rope me, slung me back in. You know, and there's a lot of people that do what we used to do by showing like all this shit that makes sense and da. But when I'm looking at this Calvin Klein story, man, shit, I think they doing that shit deliberately because they already got the energy they needed. All right, and that energy was to usher that demon in to embody all those people, and they got them. You know, they got them. Now what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a little bit of things to build that demonic energy up. They're gonna use that deity right through these people. This is how it works, man. That's what they do. You know, they're gonna work it right through these people, and when they do that, those people bring forth whatever they want. They achieve what they want. That's sorcery and magic 101. They're using actual souls to usher in what they want. That what they want is control. They want your soul. They want your mind, body, soul. It's crazy, man. Told y'all, man, I see these people all over the place, man. But I will tell you, when you talk to them, you got to give them love, man. The only way, and that's what I figured out, is you got to give them love, man. No matter through all that negativity, no matter when it pisses you off, man, you bring that shit to a neutral ground, you might chase that shit right up on out of them, man. I'm telling you, you might get it out of them. It's a very weak energy, okay? It's a very weak energy. That's why they need so many, because they know it's weak. You know, they know it's weak, right? They know it's weak. That's why, think about it. Everything that has to do with light and dark, evil always loses because they're telling you it's a weaker energy. Nothing can overpower love, right? Nothing can overpower love at all because even a demon loves, you know? Even a demon loves. Even if that demon loves to kill, it has love. That's why love is more powerful than anything in existence. Okay? So, as sick as it is, an evil demon loves to kill. They have love, but they have love for, the wrong goddamn thing, but it's still love. Okay? And you got, man, I'm telling you, man, these people, that's why I told y'all, you could know somebody, and then that same somebody now don't ever want to deal with you again. Shit, they wouldn't care what happened to you as long as you're out of their reality. That's where we're at, guys. We're at that point. All right. It's actually a serious situation, and the best way to deal with it is have love. You know, because this shit pisses me off to levels that you know this shit be pissing me off on all kind of different levels. But I have learned, you know what? And I slip up because I be so like, yo, this motherfucker's so stupid, ignorant. You know, people give me an attitude, and I snap at them, but then I feel fucked up afterwards. And then I apologize, and then I say, if it's like a misunderstanding, and you talking through it, and this is the deal. I'm talking about dealing with this energy, where you're somewhere and you don't know why this person is just got a serious attitude with you. That's the energy I'm talking about. Because it could feel inside of you that you're different. You got that light. So Matt, no matter what you're doing, it's gonna be a attitude problem. But you got the ability to neutralize that and actually make it to where it's a positive thing. That's happens to me quite a bit now. You know, energy RC. People are having a bad day, negative. Just shoot the love out there, man. Say, they got an attitude. Some things you can't, get through. You just kind of like say, all right, just walk away. But a lot of things you can control it, man. You know, I had an incident today. I went to go get some papers and shit, and they doing their own thing, and I told them about it. They got mad at me. I'm like, what the fuck? You get mad at me? I'm telling you, you're not doing it right. So I just let them have their way, and then I just walked out. I'll deal with it later. You know, I'll deal with it with paper. But yeah, we in some dangerous ass times. Read this. Sorry, Space Troll. I didn't mean to block you. I just meant to stop spamming the thing, and I was just gonna put you on hold. But the shit went to block, so I didn't mean to do that. And you're still spamming the damn chat. Come on, man. So what is the opioid alternative to fix fraud? Oh hell no, that ain't. No, this just some biotech shit that they trying to squeeze in there. We don't trust none of that shit. You know. do you, Another funny thing is research that drug. This one for wise, boy. This one for wise, man, because I just went surface rolling over it. Then all of a sudden I started going deeper and deeper because I'm gonna research that. Then I go to the other name. Then I go into the company and the other shit that they're doing, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, this is ugly stuff right here. It's crazy, man. And when you know and understand natural medicine and natural healing in the body, like this shit is like the devil. Like they're making shit to fuck you up. There's no reason they need any of that shit. Like there's no need for that shit at all. Nothing. That shit don't benefit. I mean, they're like, it go like when you read what that drug does, you're like, man, what the fuck? Why we wouldn't even know that on a natural earth plane. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing, man? Like these motherfuckers is trying to create us into some kind of computer, man. You read what this medication does and how it goes, like what they're talking about, in a receptor and this receptor and a selenol receptor and the TR receptor and block that kappa blocker. You like what? And who the fuck even understands any of this shit? Why? Why we can't just have natural medicines, man? I was literally in a fucking car wreck, okay, in a fucking wheelchair. All right, I told y'all this already. In a goddamn wheelchair. All right. I was in a bad fucking car accident. Broke my pelvis, right? Hip pelvis. Motherfuckers like, long story short, they tried to push in the emergency room, push the surgery on me like there's nobody. I mean, they were like hard body. If it was anybody else, they would have got surgery. But fast forward, if I would have got that surgery, I still wouldn't have been able to walk. I would have had a biggest scar ever on my pelvis area and my hip area. Still wouldn't have been able to walk, and they couldn't guarantee that I'll ever, get full strength again, you know. But now I'm walking. Okay, I have still got a lot of pain. I can't do some shit, but I'm still healing. You know, all from natural medicines. You know, it would have been. They said it would have been 6 months before I would even be able to walk and start rehab. In 2 months, I was walking again. And in 30 days, I was in a damn out the wheelchair on the crutches, you know? And that happened like July 2nd, August 2nd. By September 2nd, I was fully able to walk, you know, from natural medicine. But these motherfuckers wanted to cut me open, insert some goddamn pins and rods, and they got to fuse this together and that together so it heals right. Fuck out of here, you know? And what if I didn't know any better? What if I, What if I still trusted them? I would have been fucked up for life, even worse. And I'm still going to, have probably some issues for the rest of my life because of pain. But shit, I'm good. You know, I'm good. Chinese medicine. It's unbelievable. And the knowledge behind the medicine. And, stuff that my wife tell me that I had no clue about, that they just naturally know. And then I didn't want to get into that. Like, the whole natural living and the medicine and all that. That we got this. The whole faction got that shit wrong. Tell you to go eat this, go eat that, go eat this, go eat that, go eat this. It'll help this. Nah, man, we doing that shit wrong, guys. We doing that wrong. You know, we're doing it wrong. Hold on one second. We're doing that wrong. Eat this and take this for that. Take this, man. We're missing a lot. We're missing some simple elements. My wife is telling me. She teaches me about the medicine. I know a lot about, Chinese medicine and herbs and, ancient Indian medicine and Ayurvedic medicine, but it's certain elements that, you got to take into consideration that a lot of people don't understand or know. Like, you can't be taking ginger every day and turmeric every day. You can't do that. You shouldn't be doing it at night. It don't see we caught up in these things and we don't even know, you know, the actual real thing and actually do more harm than good. And she had taught me a lot. That's why I fell back on like sharing a lot of stuff. I'm like, I don't want to get nobody no bad information, you know? And I learned a lot of things. And, if people had doing other things while doing this, it don't help. It's no point, you know? So, a lot of people, they don't understand, man. It's got a lot. You got to understand hot, cold, wet, damp. You got to understand all that stuff, man. And it's actually simple, but it's took me a while to understand, where my wife was coming from with this stuff, because she understands and stuff that we don't even acknowledge in our body. Like they know. Like her friends came from Taiwan. Man, we went for a walk in the park. Man, they off in the damn woods all through the shit. Like, oh look, this is this and this is this, picking this and tasting it and picking it. And I love it. That shit just amazes me, man. They know every fucking thing. And I'm like, that's why I don't give a I told y'all years ago, I don't man, go ahead and shut the system down tomorrow. I don't care. You know how much shit we gonna survive. Everything is outside. Everything is outside. We're good. We ain't gotta, it's all outside. We are good. All right? Simple. You know? I don't care. I ain't never gonna starve unless I'm stuck in a desert, and I don't plan to be in no desert. You know? But it's all the food is all outside. And it ain't gotta be a fruit. All right? It's a lot of green out there. You'll survive just fine. Give you all the healthy minerals, nutrition you're gonna need to keep your body going while everybody eating each other and start killing each other, trying to eat each other to survive. Shit, you know? So yeah, it's a lot, man. And understanding your body, it goes back to what I was trying to say. Understanding your body, you know? You feel something, you know. Like, I used to have cold feet all my life. Now, she showed me how to fix having cold feet, you know. My hands don't be cold like these guys. I always have cold hands. My hands don't be cold no more. She taught me a lot of stuff. Like, it could be something like we'll feel. We don't even acknowledge the stuff that we're supposed to acknowledge in our body. We don't even acknowledge it. You know, we could be like, oh, I got, this pain. But when you get that pain, she'd be like, oh, do this, boom. We think, oh, go take some pill or relax or whatever or something. But it's our bodies giving us signals that we gotta change something. You know, we gotta fix something. You know, you get a cough. Oh, I already know. Do this, do that. You gotta do this. It's because you have your body's too hot. You can't keep your body hot. Your body's cold. You can't be cold. You know, that's why people that be into all that oh, raw vegan and shit. Yeah, okay. See how long that shit lasts. I ain't never been into that. Now I know why. Because you can't eat all that cold. You can't make your body too cold because your body will be cold. It's not like a cold where it's cold outside. It's like your body internals will be cold and that'll cause an imbalance in your chi. Just like if you have too much heat in your body, you gotta lose some of that heat and bring it back into balance. And these things we ain't taught. You can have acute pain, go to a acupuncture, and walk out of there with you ain't get no medicine, no nothing, and walk out of there with no goddamn pain. It's simply unbelievable, you know. And that's just because they understand how to bring the body back into balance, you know. And there's a lot that we don't know. You can't go be eating a certain thing all year round. Well, because when it's out of season, it's gonna do harm to you. You know, it's just how it is. Not everything gonna do harm to you, but there's certain things at certain points of the season that you ain't supposed to be eating. You're supposed to eat with the seasons. What's in season, that's what you eat. We be out here eating bananas and shit in the winter. We ain't supposed to be doing that. We're gonna create a cold in our body. You know? Once I learned this stuff, shit, ain't get sick at all. You know? Keep my body warm. In the summer, keep my body warm and cool. Right? Stay away from cold ice. Shit. Cold. Don't drink cold. I don't even like cold water. Unless it's in the summer, like when you're blazing hot, if you're outside over 90 degrees, you want cold water. It goes between like 85 is tolerable, but 90 cold water, you know, or believe it or not, warm tea, you know, but not out in the heat, right? It's a balance because warm tea make you sweat and actually cool you off better than cold water. Cold water keeps you hydrated. It feels like it cools you down, you know, but it's better to sweat. That's another thing is air conditioners, right? We're supposed to sweat. Like went to the acupuncturist before. He was like, you gotta sweat more. Don't go in the AC. He's like, the AC making you have the pain. It's making you have the pain. He's like, you gotta sweat. You gotta get the cold out of your body. So it means you need to sweat more. You know. So it's a lot that we don't know about our bodies that we got to take into consideration because some herbs we take, some foods we eat, may make our body damp, cold, hot, or dry. You could make your body dry, so you got to have these things in balance. Otherwise, you think we're doing good, but we're actually not doing good, So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. But I have learned a lot. I'm always changing. You ain't never gonna see me come on here. Yeah, I know it all. I know everything. I'm learning every fucking day. I'm learning some shit. I'm learning something every goddamn day. Every day. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of food has water you need. You don't even got to. I don't even drink that much water anymore because a lot of the food has got water in it. My wife cooks a lot of natural food, a lot of water in it. Another thing we're not supposed to do is drink while we're eating because you float your food. You're not supposed to do that. It fucks up your digestion, and it also fucks up the way your food went in. So, you know, I know it's hard, but yeah, I've learned to do that. Like, I don't even sometimes I'll have like a sip after, but I really don't drink too much water, maybe a couple sips after. But during, unless something spicy or something, or I got like something in my throat or something, I'll take a sip of water or something. But the majority, you're not supposed to drink anything while you're eating your food because you float your food in your stomach, and that's not good. You create bloating and all kind of shit. You know, but my wife's still amazed. She's amazed, like, you know, when you fart, it don't smell like nothing, absolutely nothing. So that's how you know your insides are clean. You know, I don't eat anything dead, so ain't no shit rotting in my body. And when you eat fruits and vegetables and shit, they ain't gonna rot in your body. You know, they go out faster than they go in. So you're not gonna have rotted food in your body. You know, so when you drink, people drink pop. Like, I don't know how I used to drink pop. I still look at it like, God damn. You know, and pop burns the fibers in your stomach lining. You know, your stomach is your brain. They ain't gonna tell you that. That's why all the medicines go where? In your stomach. Because those were all your sensors. That's where you literally got a brain in your stomach. You're crazy? Oh, take a pill. Well, the pill goes in your stomach. Hold on 1 second. You know, the y'all can still hear me? I think y'all can still hear me. So the the pills, where they go? They go in your stomach. You know, you take any kind of medications, natural medicines, you drink it. It goes in your stomach. Your body distributes it. But when we eat, high alkaline food, acidic foods, you know, pops, carbonated shit, and all kind of shit, you actually fuck up those nerves inside of your stomach. You know, the things that the receptors in it, you actually fuck those up. You know, they don't want to tell you all this stuff, man. When you learn your body, you're like, man, what the fuck am I doing? You know, it's very important to learn your body. You know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Messenger of truth. I'm trying to read. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me know. Shout out to all the people that's here. I see the bouncing between 15 and 20. That's cool. Shout out to all y'all that are rocking out with me on the stream tonight. Early morning. But yeah, man. It's a crazy world, man. Ain't it crazy that we literally live in a world where these motherfuckers make shit to kill us, man. Like, when you sit back and just look at it, you're like, God damn, this shit is fucked up, man. You know? They actually make like you think about that pill they get that I just showed y'all, like a new pill, non-addicting opioid. Like, could you just imagine what that shit is about to do to a human body? Like, come on, man. Like, these people are mad scientists. Like, come on. You guys literally, like, when I was trying to listen to this shit, guys. When I was trying to get medicine, like, 'cause people in Taiwan, right? That get, they get all the Chinese medicine. Like, their pharmacy, like, I've seen the pharmacy. The pharmacy is like it's all natural shit, right? So pharmacy gave a formula for me for my hip. Stop the stasis, like the swelling, and get the blood flowing and stuff like that. All these herbs, right? Well, we couldn't find 4 of the herbs here in the United States. Okay, they got them over there, no problem. But guess what? You bring them over here, your ass is subject to an arrest. Can you believe it? Believe that shit? They got herbs, just regular herbs, look like roots. Ain't no, ain't no. They're not opioids. They're not narcotics. They ain't shit. But guess what? You can't bring them over here, and your ass will get in trouble, like big trouble. Like you get caught with the shit, you get in big trouble. And I looked this shit up, and sure enough, I'm like, damn, them motherfuckers. They literally, U.S. Customs and Borders. If they find out you have it, they will literally come to your goddamn house and arrest you. Seriously, I didn't even know that shit. I was like, what? So only a pharmacy can get a hold of it and bring it over here. All right. And they're far in between. All right. You only gonna find them in like California, New York City, maybe Chicago. All right. But you ain't gonna find them, which is pretty crazy, man. All 3 of them, yep, you can't get. I'm like, damn, man, there's like some shit, and I almost find similarities, but nope. Damn, they don't even have it in the United States. Period. Like, you can't find it nowhere. I'm like, damn. And then I went on. You know me. Once I learned that, I went on a motherfucking rabbit hole troll and found so many herbs and medicines that nope, you can't find nowhere. Can't get them. They're illegal here, and they're not even narcotics. They're not anything. I'm like, damn, man. Like, this is how bad the pharmaceutical companies have us over here, where they have the shit. It's just common shit they use every day. They use it, and we can't even get it over here. That's fucked up. And then people want to talk to me about some fucking RFK's taking mercury out of the man. If this was a video game, I'd take a baseball bat right across the top of your fucking forehead. They're taking mercury out of the poison medicine, but yet we can't get natural herbs over here. Not to mention how these government made natural medicines that are already here were more expensive, and also what they did was ban some ingredients, and then some of these companies had to remove the ingredients out of the product just to sell the product. Ridgecrest went through that. They went through court battles and everything, and guess what? They lost. Why? Because the pockets of the pharmaceutical companies are deep, and when they want something, they get it because they pay for it. Because we live in a corporation. It's not about what's right. It's about how much might and money you got to shove down the one signing the damn bill. Okay? Because what do you think they're doing when they're signing a bill? That means somebody financing that motherfucking bill. All right? A bill has been passed. Oh, yeah. Who's signing it? Oh, the prison industrial complex signing this bill for criminalizing this thing over here. Well, we're passing a bill for this right here. Well, who's behind that? Oh, the pharmaceutical companies are going to rake in quadrillions off of that shit right there. Fucking, they tell you right in your fucking face. They just passed this bill. Well, go look up what the fuck a bill is. All right? Then come back and talk. A bill, a law, 2 different things. There's something called supreme law of the land, and then there's a bill was enacted to Congress. Yeah? What does Congress mean? Right? Look up Congress means, right? Fuck. It's a goddamn freaking damn sexual term, believe it or not. Congress, right? Together as one. That's why the motherfuckers be thinking there's a left and a right. Ain't no goddamn left and a right. crazy. Definitely is, Glenn. 100%. You hear that voice? That's the voice of Satan. Shit. I can't even listen to the guy talk. I feel like I'm losing my breath. I feel like I hear him talk. I gotta clear my goddamn throat. I'm like, damn, man, talk so I can breathe. Damn, I can't, I'm like, damn, can you talk? Because I feel like I'm watching you talk. I can't fucking breathe. I mean, seriously. Oh man, we live in. But anyways, isn't that crazy? How the world we live in? It's fucked up, man. It's fucked. The world we live in is just a fucking place, man. That ain't the world that we live in. Well, yeah, it is the world because world means people. The world we live in is fucked up. The earth is a beautiful place. The earth is a beautiful place. You know. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Like all this technology and stuff. You know, it's kind of like, sometimes I think this is like a deep thought. This doesn't mean anything. It's just something I think sometimes. I'm like, damn, man, like technology. You look at technology, because when you look at technology, it is truly fucking unbelievably. It is unbelievable. It is amazing, you know. But when you look at it, it resembles everything that the human can do, you know, and not do. But when you look at like technology, like, damn, man, this shit is amazing. Where they're trying to take it, it's like, damn, man. And, you think about like resets. You think about like, history, like where did the people go? Like you look at Egypt. You look at like the Mayans and shit. You look at how you know they depicted them and like how they look, right? But what if them motherfuckers was lying, man? Because I honestly think gold is. Honestly think gold is like the reason why gold and silver is so valuable. I think it's the remnants of that ancient humans that were occupying this place. That's just something that I be thinking. I just I don't think that's what it is, but that thought crosses my mind. Like, why is gold and silver so special? It really doesn't mean anything. Okay, conductor stuff like that. But other than that, what is it? Why is it so significant and powerful? Yeah, it's the sun, the gold and the moon is the silver. I get all that. But what if that shit was like the remnants of like the ancient past? Because you look at like, the pyramids and all that shit and all that shit. We picture that shit as like humans back then. But what if it was some other motherfuckers like that yeah, they resembled us, but maybe they were built different. Because you look at the stats, all the ancient shit, they don't look like how we look. They're like, oh, it's a statue. They just depicted it. And no, the shit don't look like how we look. So I'd be kind of like, what if it was just an entirely different technology? Because all that shit is like different technology. We know it was some other technology that was here that ain't here no more. So I'd be thinking like, damn, like, okay, what if something back then came that that eliminated them and created us? Because if you look at us, we are created, right? I mean, we're like an energy. We got heart, beats, blood pumps, makes us alive. We're energy, right? And we come into our bodies and shit, and you know, we leave, we come in, we leave. We don't know when we come in. How the woman and a man and woman come together, they make a being, they create, right? The baby comes out and it grows a whole baby, and it's some kind of fucking technology. Because look what it takes. All your organs got to work together. That's technology. Your veins, those are like wires and shit. Your bones are like the structure of something. So I ponder like, damn, like what if these motherfuckers is coming out with the new being, and it's gonna be some like fucking metal robot type shit with wires. Like, I start to ponder this shit. Like, yo, what the? Because something created us, right? We got a creator. We came from somewhere, a creator. Nobody truly knows, right? But we come from somewhere that has a creator that created us, right? Because we don't match anything that's fucking outside, except for a fucking monkey. And we ain't come from no monkeys. We already know that. All right? We ain't come from no monkeys, no apes, no none of shit, but we resemble them. But them motherfuckers ain't about to build a rocket ship. They ain't about to build a car. So what the hell kind of technology are we? Right? Because we're definitely technology. Everything. I mean, you look at us. We are some kind of technology, right? So it make me think like, damn, these motherfuckers making all this shit. Man, I was thought about this. Always crosses my mind like, what if these motherfuckers are creating the next, you know, next technology of the world, and then this shit disappears like those disappeared, and then when then those things live and they have a consciousness, and and then they just, man, this shit. I think like I ponders my mind. It's a good thought. It's deep ass fucking thought. You know. So I think about that like, damn, because you look at Egypt, don't make sense. Mayan shit don't make sense. Not like in a human aspect. It was some other. It was some other. Something else. Giants, whatever. I don't know. We don't know. We just got, whatever they told us. We really don't know. But I look at the great human being and like, yo, it's some technology, you know. But then you look at what they're trying to usher in and create, and then if they eliminate, what if those things eliminate? What if our species eliminated the entire old species? We don't know. And then what if whatever they're making tries to eliminate all of us, and then they're the new species, whatever the fuck that is. I mean, does this shit get all erased? Does the second sun come in, and or the sun move out of the way and this bitch just clear out? I mean, I be thinking about all this shit because we don't know, you know. And then think about, man, I don't know. You can think, man, you can go so deep. Think about shit, man. Other land masses beyond this shit. It gets crazy. But yeah, that's what what I was telling you earlier that I want to talk about is I look at us as like a technology and look at what they're mimicking. Like, damn, they're mimicking us. What if we mimicked, the old ancient, people, and then we off them and fucking now we're here, you know? And whatever these motherfuckers building, I mean, shit. What the hell they got going on? They got to start. I have to be pondering that shit, man. Because they be talking about uploading consciousness and all the other shit. Like, damn, what if whoever created us had this shit all figured out too? You know? And now this is just some new shit. It's weird when you start to think deep like that. But let me get off that. You know? We're biomachine. Yeah, definitely, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, we're a machine. Like, something created us, and they created us perfect. Right? I mean, think about the perfection that they created with the human being, man. Like it's perfect, you know? woman is perfect, right? The man ain't perfect. I mean, everything on the human body has a purpose on a woman, but on a man, our our boobies don't do nothing. You know. Then it gets back into, you know, one being that's split into two. And then what, you know, some ancient color said the being was, when you look at the old hermaphrodite shit and the one being theory, it's like, well, it was one being and that being became two to war with itself. You know, like, man, this shit's crazy. Because you look at the human being, it is perfect. Just the man ain't perfect. You know? Because we got boobs that don't do anything. What are they for? There's no fucking purpose whatsoever for it. Everything else on our body has a fucking purpose, but our man boobs. But a woman, every single thing on the woman has a purpose. You know? So pretty crazy. And a lot of old ancient shit, you know, depicts together the man and the woman. You know? That's why, you know, woman, you know, woman. So crazy. Just some off the rail thinking, which I'm sure y'all thought of some shit like this before. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Pretty crazy. But yeah, but just think of the human, how perfect it is, how it can, like, you know, your skin, you fall, cut, your skin heals itself up, you get a scrape, you know, it comes back, you break a bone, the bone goes back. That's some dope ass technology, you know? But they don't have no interest in, you know, perfecting that shit. They want to fuck it all up, you know? Just think, and you think about it, like, it's always been a destruction of the human, man. You know, you look at the whole, when you learn a whole other system of medicine that comes from the earth, and then you look at this shit, you're like, God damn it, man. Like, why? You know? And then you look at old medicines on how it was natural, but they just decided to fucking make it all unnatural one day. Sick, twisted shit. It's like they convinced us that seedless fucking food was, yeah, you don't have to, why be bothered with seeds, bitch, because we can make more. What do you think? You know, convinced us that, oh, who wants pesky seeds and chewing on seeds? What the fuck? That was our thing, man. We were supposed to. You know, oranges had a minimum. Oranges, they said real oranges, which was actually a citrus, right? Which orange is citrus. I had a real orange tree before, and that shit's like a lemon. It's not sweet. It's sour, right? An Asian orange tree, because oranges are not native to this land. They came from Asia, right? Through trade. So you have a real orange tree that shit tastes like a lemon and a lime. Real sour, but it's a citrus, like an orange. Smells beautiful, so good. If you ever had a chance to eat a real orange, that shit is unbelievable, man. I didn't know there was they were Asian oranges till later, till my wife told me about it. So I actually had a tree that was it was a, from Asia that was planted in the yard. And I was like, damn, they were so big, smell so good. That first one I ever had, the shit was so sour. What the fuck? It's just not ready. Come to find out, yes, it was ready. It was super ripe and ready to go, but it was super sour because the original orange is sour, like a lemon and a lime. And they were so good, and they have so much nutrients in them damn things. That's why they're called sun. Why do you think they use the name sun kissed? That's one of the most high, high sun foods you could ever have is that orange. And ironically, it's like the sun. And a lemon and a lime are those are so powerful. I mean, we already know you do experiments with a lemon, yeah, that shit could make power in a battery. It'll turn a light on. So imagine what that does to your body. Especially the orange. The orange is the most powerful fruit there is. The real orange, not the one they created, but the real orange. You know, and that's one of the best medicines is orange peels. That's why like a lot of Asian they orange peels. For medicine. You think, oh, tried orange. Like, what the heck is this? That shit there, I know is medicine. That's the best part of it. You know. And I'm gonna tell you, man, when I had that orange, man, there was about 30 seeds in that damn thing. I mean, every bite, every, it was like literally 10 seeds. When you bite into it's mostly all seeds, which is supposed to be. And they say you're supposed to chew the seeds up and swallow them. You know? So it's like watermelon seeds. You're supposed to eat them and you poop them right out and they grow more. You know? Ain't that crazy? They, on a farm, right? They give you what you call it? They put fertilizer they put shit to make shit grow. Hint, hint, hint. That's the cycle of life. It's nasty, but it's the cycle of life. You eat it, you shit it out, it's gonna grow a new one. That's the ultimate cycle of life. That's true divine cycle of life right there. You go eat a chicken, shit it out. Ain't nothing growing. You ain't growing. Ain't no chicken gonna pop out. You go eat something with some seeds, boom, poop that shit out. You got a motherfucking new watermelon patch growing. That's something to be proud of. Look at that. Look at that. I ate a watermelon, took a shit in the backyard. Now I got a watermelon patch. That's some amazing shit right there, if you ask me. Shit. It sounds crazy, but, think about it, man. My man shit a whole farm. How you got the farm? Shit, we shit for 2 years straight. Now we got a farm. That'd be funny as hell. So yeah, man, the human body is unbelievable, man. And then think about it, energy. You eat in the energy. The sun goes through your body. It's a beautiful thing. My mom told me not to eat the seeds. I did. Right, that's what we were taught when I was a kid. Don't eat the seed. We were told not to eat the goddamn fruit. And all I did was, one I'll never forget, in the hood, we had a cherry tree. We had strawberries, mint leaves, lemon balm leaves, pear trees in the hood, right? But when I was young, but when I got older, wasn't nothing alive ever again. Because the motherfucking city would come spray, talking about the spraying for pesticides. Everything died. Them dirty motherfuckers. I'll never forget it. Like yesterday. I'll never forget that knocking at the door, fucking full, fucking white suit on with the thing over their face, out there spraying all the shit, talking about they spraying for bugs. Everything died. All the goddamn fruit trees died. Fruit vines. We had grapes, everything. So by the time I was 16, all that was left was a cherry tree. And mom was, don't eat the cherries. But we ate the cherries. And then sometimes, like, get the cherries. They said, don't eat too much. I'll give you a stomach ache. All I did was eat the damn cherries. I had a clubhouse in the cherry tree. I eat the shit out of them cherry trees. Probably what woke me up, Doing stupid shit when I was young, didn't even know. We were told not to eat the apples, the pears. No, they might have bugs in them. That was my era in the 80s. That's what they used to tell us. In the city. Pretty crazy. Now, shit, I see a tree in the hood, man, with some fruit on it. I'm out there eating it. And they know, and a lot of people getting hip to it now. They see the Spanish people, wherever they come from, they be out there, boy. They be getting all the shit, and the niggas be scratching their head like, what they doing? Shit, you don't see what they doing? They getting busy. They getting food. Damn, I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, they know all the shit. They know it's just shit that they just automatically know and do. We go to the store and buy the shit like dumbasses and the shit growing right outside. So it's a shame, man. It's a shame. Shit, it's pathetic. We picked some Asian pears the past 3 weeks, man. God damn, them things was good. Went to the Asian pears, to the pear farm. Apple season's coming up. Can't wait to go pick apples, man. I love picking apples. That's so fun. Damn, it's already 2 o'clock. I got a little bit longer to go. But thanks for all y'all that's rocking out with me, man. You know, the new faces. You know, shout out to you guys. You know, I'm still here, plugged in. You know, I was just born that way. You know? You eat what is that? Microgreens? Microgreens? What's microgreens? Shit, I eat all kind of greens. My wife go to the Asian market. Shit, I never even heard of. It'd be so good. She be cooking all kinds of stuff. She be cooking all kinds of stuff. Yeah, but I've been about 12, 11 years, 12 years. You know, I eat more rice than I want to eat now, but you know, I eat more rice. Starch, this, that, yeah. But we've been eating rice for thousands of years, so whatever. But I eat rice, you know. I eat potatoes. You're like, don't eat a potato. Why? You ever fucking seen a potato power up a goddamn light bulb? What's wrong with y'all? It's starch. Stay off that internet. Too much sugar. Eat all the fruits. Sweet. Too much sugar. Motherfucker, that ain't sugar. Just like sugar cane, that ain't sugar. Not the shit that y'all. That processed shit. What's sweet ain't sugar. I can't convince your brain. You know, people argue me all the time. They're like, well, that fruit does have a lot of sugar. No, it does not. Just because it's sweet doesn't mean it's sugar. Sorry. Well, it's still sugar. I've been on a goddamn fruit fast. My damn ass is not having high blood pressure. I'm not having any diabetic. Nobody that eats all fruit all day you're not gonna get diabetes and you're not gonna get fat. So what the hell are you talking about? You can't get fat off of fruit. It's impossible. You ever heard of anybody getting fat off fruit? You can't. You cannot. It won't happen. No matter how much fruit you can eat, I mean, your body only going to tolerate so much anyway, but you cannot get fat off of fruit. It don't happen. I mean, that's almost common sense. You could tell somebody, oh, I like my sweet stuff, you know. Well, all right, listen, how about this? How about you just eat fruit all day for, you go on a fruit fast for 2 weeks. Depends on how big you are. If you're big, 3 weeks. Have all the sweet fruits, all the sweet fruit you want. I 120,000% guarantee that motherfucker's losing weight. Sugar's coming down. Hands down. Without a doubt. You know? So, pretty crazy, man. People just, we're living in the land of the lost, man. But think about it, guys. We gotta, serious, this is a serious one. You can't change whatever the fuck's going on in this world right now. You look at it, how could you change this? There is no change, man. You know, whatever's going to happen is going to happen because it's not going to change. All right? It just, you got to look at it for what it, those that know are just going to be those that know. But it's, this world, it don't change, man. Even like with these people, oh, new world order, new world order. Nah, it's not going to work. You know? The only thing I see is like a elimination of a lot of motherfucking people. You know? Because these people think that they're going to be able to gain control like other countries have gained control of their countries, but not understanding those countries didn't gain control by in this point in time. Because even those countries, right, that are under control, they don't want to be under control. So, I mean, what do you do at this point? You know? I mean, they're going to try it. You know, they're going to try to come get, non-compliers. They're going to try. You know, it is what it is. You know? When you look at countries that's already under control, I mean, that was 200 years ago. You know? And then 100 years ago, and then 50 years ago. Not now. You know? How do you get people to believe at this point? But then you look at the shit that they're doing, you don't need people to believe. All you need is those demons you got to change this reality. And then you're going to off those demons, and then the new people who come in will be fresh. I don't know. It's weird, man. I don't see how. I look around in society like this shit is just decaying faster and faster, man. You know, like I ain't did a night drive in Rochester in so long. That shit is fucking dangerous, man. You know? I mean, literally, that shit is dangerous. What is this person speaking of dangerous? They gotta be drunk out of their fucking mind. It's too damn dangerous. You know, not that I'm scared or anything, but damn shit. I got shit to worry about. But it's dangerous. I mean, the streets. I mean, from when I used to ride around doing videos, it don't even compare to the shit that I see now. Like, you wouldn't see what, I mean, literally, it's unbelievable that fast. People sleeping on the streets, doing drugs right on the corner. Like, it's unbelievable, man. It's like Philly, but spread out. And it's happening all over the place, man. You see a new homeless person every day. They're only homeless because they can't go home because they're on that Fetty. You know? Crazy, man. Pretty crazy. what? I think I'm about to wind it on down, man. Oh, up there, oh, you're in Canada? Yeah, everywhere, man. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's everywhere. It's on all the crown countries. It's in the UK. It's bad, man. But the United States is bad. But I think, I think they want it worse because it's bad, but it's not bad enough. It needs to be worse, and they know it needs to be worse, because they're gonna go, whether it's within the next 2 years, they're gonna go for that, military on the streets shit, man. They gonna do it, you know. That's why I say, like, we gotta start thinking about it, like, you know, gotta, something I ponder, like, I look at places like now. To be honest, for me, I look at places like, where my wife from, Taiwan and China, Thailand, you know, shit like that. That's what I look at, and a lot of people over there too. And I look at it because I'm like, okay, they already in it. They're everything they want to do here is already done over there. All right. I'm not a criminal. I don't commit crimes. I don't do none of that. You know, none of my family is into that. We don't do drugs. We don't drink. We don't smoke. We don't do any of that. You know, I go to a country where there is none of that anyway. You don't got to worry about crime. There's no crime. All right. You don't got to worry about shootings. There's no shootings. You don't got to worry about drugs. There's no drugs. I don't got to smell GMO fucking weed all day. And then when I drop jewels on somebody, they still think they're smoking fucking marijuana. I told them, guys, you're not smoking fucking weed anymore. That shit been gone. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? Y'all smoking shit that's like 30% fucking THC. That ain't the weed that y'all used to smoke. You're having the opposite effects. That's why they legalized it the way they did. They push that stronger shit because it makes you more docile. It fucks up the hypothalamus gland, all right? Slows your thought process. It doesn't give you that euphoric high where your mind starts to think about shit. It actually does the fucking opposite. But that's a whole nother story. People get mad because people still smoke that shit. All right? You ain't gonna find it here. They don't got seeds and sticks in them no more. All right? Shit is a female plant. It's called. Oh, how you know? You don't smoke, motherfucker. First thing is, you don't even smoke, bitch. But I know way more than your motherfucking weed seller about weed. I know way more than that dispensary you go to that pushes that high THC level shit that ain't letting you know the real deal. Yeah, I know a lot more than them motherfuckers. How about that? So it is what it is, man. And I know plenty of people who quit smoking that shit because they did notice a difference, and they doing a lot better. Life is better, you know. But I get tired of smelling that GMO shit and these low vibration motherfuckers running around just half witted and shit. Like, damn, man, chain smoking that shit. I get tired of smelling that shit all the time. I mean, it don't smell like I probably grew up high, didn't even know it. Probably why I don't like the shit. I can't stand smoke because my mom smoked fucking cigarettes. And when I was younger, they smoked weed, a lot of weed. And I can't never forget the smell of pot. They called it pot. Mary Jane. They sold weed. Like literally, I was in the house. They had the parties and 100 motherfuckers coming getting weed by weed by. They have a big ass dumping out big ass garbage bags of weed on the table, rolling up in little fucking sandwich bags and handing it right out the window. Like I was literally there, like 4 or 5 years old. You know, I know I was walking around there high as a fucking kite. So it is what it is. Anybody take 2 minutes of fucking research can figure out that's definitely not the same shit. Yeah, they definitely no that they got rid of it. That's why they legalize the shit. And don't you know, wherever there are massive weed stores, they're fucking liberal ass areas. That's why they fucked up Seattle. Seattle, Oregon, and Washington, all that shit was like the first states to do that shit. Look how liberal the whole fucking state is liberal. Then California, look how liberal they are. I'm from Colorado. Before that shit was legalized, Colorado was a dope ass place. You know, a lot of fucking guns and just like mountain shit, hunting guns and just nice. Now the shit's all liberal. It's just fucking. They don't even want to. I don't want to visit the motherfucker. Like it's all dainty and shit now. Like it's fucking weird. Beautiful still, but the energy's just weird as fuck. Everywhere they stick them shits turns that area into a fucking liberal fucking heaven. All right. Don't know. People can't. Nobody can tell me nothing about that shit. And just like they're doing in there's weed stores popping up everywhere in Rochester's fucking a fucking liberal machine. Like they just pumping them motherfuckers out like candy bars. You know? All I see is goddamn. You go to one part of the city, every fucking driver got a Subaru Prius in the motherfucker. Every one of them like, damn. Jesus. Fucking pray for Ukraine flags outside, shit. I mean, it's all cool, do whatever you want, but I mean, that's a manufactured fucking human being right there. I mean, it's crazy. So, I don't know any motherfucking weed smokers who sit there, smoke a joint, come back, and build with me deep in a conversation. Hell, them motherfuckers be gone off in left field, talking about some shit. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Just be high as a kite. Don't know what the fuck going on. Anyways, people hate when I talk about weed. I need to do a weed refreshing video. Just drop all the jewels. You know, maybe somebody will take heed of it. Fucking GMO weed. It's all GMO weed. You're not gonna find that shit here in the United States corporation that is grown under the sun, out of the fucking earth, right? With rainwater. You're not gonna find it. You're gonna find some chemically laced, induced shit that doesn't look anything like the original marijuana plant. Okay, you know that weed symbol? You notice you don't see that weed symbol too much anymore. That motherfucker don't look like that no more. So, going to a Arab store, they'll tell you, oh, we have it. We have it. We have it in Yemen. Very expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, they'll tell you that shit ain't over here. Anyways, that shit's fuck up. You have a liberal area, legalize that shit. They pop up, boom, fucking liberalize the area. You tell me what's going on. It ain't the same shit. Because if that shit was the same shit back in the days when my mom was young, shit. Them was some smart motherfuckers back then. I remember they was smart. I remember growing up, people smoking pot. Them used to be the motherfuckers I want to sit around and listen to. They be talking crazy. This is how I learned a lot of shit from them motherfuckers sitting down talking about shit, rolling their joints, smoking their joints. You know, I just sit there, probably catching contacts and shit. Probably why I sat there. I probably was on the shit, didn't even know. You know, just sitting there, just listening to them. Like, I always thought pot smelled good, like the old school pot. I always thought it smelled good, but I ain't never want to smoke the shit. You know, and then I got older, and all my friends started smoking the weed and rolling blunts and shit, and that shit started changing, like sticky and sour diesel and all these other weird ass Snoop Dogg fucking names that they use to propagate the shit to get motherfuckers all fucked up. You know? I had all ill motivated homeboys growing up. Now I'm the only one motivated to do shit because I was the only one not smoking shit. Fuck. I know I was catching the contact. Hell yeah. I know I had to be. Because I used to love sitting there listening to motherfuckers talk about deep shit. And I remember I was like, first time I seen a dollar bill, and they showed me the pyramid on the motherfucker, scared the shit out of me. And he was talking about, I think I was like 8 years old, talking about, how it meant, like Illuminati and, shit. I learned about that shit when I was young, from the OG. Talking about the pyramid on the dollar and then, talking about the devil and shit, scaring the fuck out of our little asses. So, no shit, I used to eat dipsy doodles. I used to eat dipsy doodles in the hood. 17 people watching me. That's what's up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Shit. More people watch me late night than during the day. Shout out to all the 17 people watching. So, but yeah, man, shout out to all you guys, man. Good to see y'all still here. And, yeah, probably gonna pop off here. Yeah, just wanted to come on and just talk about the latest propaganda going on, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. So, yeah, I think that's about it for me. But yep, shout out to all you guys for stopping in. All the people who watch. Don't comment. I know there's a lot of people that do that. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the haters that might still watch, if there is any. I know I think there's somebody on here watching. Keep watching. Karma is a motherfucker. Peace, Glenn. Cuts, Roseanne, Angela, Space, Mexican. Let me scroll back. I think I just said Glenn. Whoever else is up on here. As I keep going back. I think Senju was up on here. Shout out to you. Whoever I didn't mention. That's as far back as I can go because I had clicked out of it. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Much love, and I'm out. Eyes up. Spread that love, man. Rebuke those demons.
So, when you hear me speak and the things I say, I'm speaking to my people.
If you ask me, I'll tell you what is wrong with the world. We're being desensitized from the things we should feel. Living our lives in these times while we suffer inside and we can't see the problems because the masses are blind. Let's try and find a solution. We're not helping ourselves. We're walking around unattached and disconnected from self. Too comfortable and too scared. That's why we never rebel. That's why we catch me writing rhymes and trying to balance the scales. Put car on the roads. It seems like dawn of the dead. Zombies, robots, lemons being misled. It's like we're sheep to the slaughterhouse on the conveyor belt. About to self-destruct, cause we're under a spell. We search for purpose, but nothing ever surfaces. We need to be accountable, cause we're deserving this. Alarm bells are ringing, but it's like you refuse to wake up subconsciously. You're hitting on the snooze. It's just another day in this world while we're living under this spell. travel through realms, just make sure you prevail. Elevate for yourself. You need to stop sleepwalking. We're blinded by the rubbish and glamorized materials. Imperialism has got us fearing rules. I'm tired of these rappers rapping about their cars and jewels. If you take a step back, they will defend the minds of all the children. They keep our money motivated and that's how they kill them. But do we care? No. Young money's here. That's why I aim this 2 inches above your earlobe, so we can all start pulling in the same direction. Cause it seems to me like we've lost that connection. Man, you've sold your soul, so you show no affection. Get to know yourself and love your reflection. It's like your brain's a phone and you got no reception. Arm your mind with knowledge, use it as a weapon. Alarm bells are ringing, but it's like you refuse to wake up. Subconsciously you're hitting on the snooze. It's just another day in this world while we're living under the spell. Travel through realms, just make sure you prevail. Elevate for yourself. You need to stop sleepwalking.
There has to be some accountability. You have to have some self-accountability. You have to say to yourself, what am I going to do that's right for me, man? When am I going to take ownership for what I do to me and my people?